to episode 550 of Good Luck High Five.
That's right. You're listening to a podcast that's for you if you play Magic the Gathering.
Whether you love Magic the Gathering or you also love Magic the Gathering,
we are here for you.
I'm one of your hosts, Maria.
I'm another one of your hosts, Megan.
I just took over your part of the intro.
Yeah, do you know, it's okay. Because do you know what? I had stopped.
I think it was, I think I felt the stop and I just went for it.
You felt the spirit of the rest of the intro.
Yeah.
Although you are saying that they're like, if you have a complicated feeling about magic, get out of here. Don't get out of here. But you know, like,
oh my gosh. We're going to talk about everything that's coming up in the future of Magic on today's episode.
Because there is so much of it.
There's so much future.
There is so much future.
That's how you know the world's not going to end, because there's so much awesome stuff coming in Magic.
Stuff that's going to happen. That it alone, the hype alone, and the magic alone
humanity.
Can power humanity. Yeah.
We got a sneak peek of a bunch of stuff coming up later this year at MagicCon Barcelona. They had a big panel to talk about everything that's going to happen throughout the rest of 2023.
And then at Gen Con, they talked about 2024, 2025, 2026.
Yeah, we went way into the future at Gen Con for Magic's 30th birthday.
Yeah.
By the way, happy 30th birthday, Magic.
Congratulations on entering like a better decade of your life.
You will have some more aches and pains.
But it's okay. Let me tell you that like the emotional settledness of your life
things are gonna
not to be taken
calm down.
It's so nice.
They're gonna calm down for you.
I was talking to people who were like, "Oh yeah, I think that I like my best time was in my 20s," and I was like,
"No way!
I cannot.
It's impossible.
I cannot express the extent to which I do not fathom what you're saying right now.
It's literally impossible. You're doing a job that you're at the bottom wherever you are.
No matter what job you're in, you're way down.
You're
there.
way down.
You're just like you're
getting paid in a peanut.
You're getting no respect.
No respect.
And your emotions are just constantly like in flux.
You have to dress up to go out on the weekends.
You're jumping from like a 10 of one emotion to a 10 of another emotion to a 10 of another emotion.
People are messaging you on so many apps.
You think that you think that the dumbest things ever are super important. Well,
so
we're
I
just
tell
really
that
roasting
person
20-year-olds.
20s are getting roasted right now, and
but what we're trying to say,
it gets better.
In the words of the classic advertisement, it gets better.
So I just need to know why they think their 20s were so banging.
Maria, it's people that you know. I'll tell you who it was later.
Okay,
and
great.
You can with me be flummoxed.
I'll just be amazed.
My point is, we really hope that wherever you are, your trajectory continues upward, just personally, because mine certainly is.
Oh my gosh.
Wow, what were we talking about? Magic's
30th birthday. They were born at Gen Con 30 years ago in a public birth witnessed by many on the show floor.
Yeah. Participated in.
Yes.
Many on the show floor.
And they went
even
back
weirder
this past weekend to celebrate 30 years.
Yeah.
And they had another panel where they revealed the most stuff they've ever revealed in their history, revealing stuff all the way through 2026.
Pretty great.
So what we're going to do is we're going to focus in this episode on everything from 2023. So we are going to get you caught up through the end of the year, talk about all the hype that is included with all the new sets. Wilds of Eldraine.
We're going to talk about Caverns of Ixalan.
Doctor Who.
Oh, yeah, Doctor Who. One of the big not secret, Universes Beyond products.
Yes, and that's all this year yet. And then next episode, we're going to dive into 2024 through 2026.
Wow.
Because there's also some extremely exciting stuff they announced in that. So these next two episodes are the future.
They are the future.
We are the world, and those are the future.
And these are the future.
There you go, everybody. That's what's coming up. That's what's on the plate.
But before we get into that, we have some people to thank. First and foremost amongst them are you, the patrons of this show. If you're a patron of any amount, our deepest gratitude.
I thought you were going to say sympathy.
Our deepest. Do you know what?
Our deepest sympathies.
Our deepest sympathies.
We're sorry that we are what you listen to. No, we're so happy that for everybody that's a patron of the show, because you do make it happen. It could not happen without you.
And we have some patrons to thank and dedicate this episode to.
Yay!
Cole! Thank you so much to Cole. Congratulations. You're a hole-in-one, buddy.
I don't get it.
A colon one.
A colon one. Okay.
There we go. You're a colon one. Okay, Kenneth. Thank you so much to Kenneth. I don't have.
Hey,
I've been trying really hard.
You know, she might be Barbie, but you're more than just Ken.
There we go. Michael. Thank you so much, Michael. You're just as great as the craft store, and that's really saying something. Because you can get a lot of crafts at a Michael's craft store.
There's a lot of fun to be had in a Michael's craft store.
And you know what? A lot of fun to be had if you're Michael.
Yes, especially.
And last to Zach.
Yay,
Thank you so much,
Zach.
Zach. You're having an attack of being awesome. Someone get this person a doctor.
If you want an episode dedicated to you in such fabulous style as you just witnessed, you can become a new patron before our next episode or increase your pledge like Zach did.
Yes.
And we will dedicate the episode to you. This is for you.
Remember, Cole, Kenneth, Michael, and Zach, you can go over on the Discord and claim which part of the episode you want.
Yep.
So the part where we roast 20-year-olds?
You can have that.
That can
be yours. If you want to become a patron, just go to patreon.com/GLHF Magic. We'd love to have you and dedicate our next episode to you. We also want to say thank you to Card Kingdom. We always talk about them on the show because they're always great.
Because they are always great. Thank you so much to Card Kingdom for just being a great sponsor. cardkingdom.com/GLHF Magic. Nope. cardkingdom.com/GLHF.
It's shorter.
The place to go
Yes.
for all of your card needs.
I love Card Kingdom. We talked about them unionizing last week and how we're so proud of that.
Congratulations to their union.
Right now on their homepage, they just have a banner that says "We love magic," and then it introduces you to the people who work behind the scenes at Card Kingdom.
That's so cute.
And what they work on and some of their favorite products.
Oh my goodness.
Which, I mean,
that's adorable.
I just think it's really cute and great because of how much they care about their employees. And we just stand behind a company that is as good as Card Kingdom, and we're proud to do so. So if you want to buy anything from Magic, you want to pre-order any products, if you're looking at some of those pre-con Commander decks that just came out for Commander Masters, Card Kingdom has got you. Yeah. They've got you with your singles. If you want to sell anything to them, they'll give you a better trade-in bonus for selling with them. There's just all that you could want.
They're great.
Everybody, it is time for the randomizer. We went to scryfall.com, hit the random card button. We're going to try and guess what the card does based on the art alone. Megan, you're up first, and I'm very excited to show you this art.
Oh my goodness. I am looking at a hound dog made of water. He's so cute. He has lots of fur, but his fur is water.
Yes.
He's also wearing like a little, protective armor shirt, and he's catching a frisbee.
Yes.
He is so cute. I can't get over it. He's like mid catch. He's running and catching this frisbee.
A very good boy indeed.
He's so good.
Number one boy.
This card is called Elemental Hound.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna say that it is 2 and a red for a 3/2 hound, and you can pay hybrid red blue to have it get +1/-1 until end of turn.
Ooh, great guess. Doing the elemental thing.
Yeah.
Well, the name of this card is Chakram Retriever.
Oh.
It is an elemental dog, of course. It's 4 and a blue for a 2/4.
Wow, I was very wrong.
This is a battle bond card.
Oh, cute.
So that's why you probably haven't recognized it. It has partner with Chakram Singer. So that's its little partner. And whenever you cast a spell during your turn, untap target creature.
Cute.
Excuse me, Chakram Slinger.
Because it's throwing the frisbee for him.
And the Slinger is 4 and a red for a 2/4. It partners with the dog, and you can pay red and tap it. It deals 2 damage to target player or planeswalker.
Nice.
I think that's
so cute.
Extremely cute.
Very cute.
And a card I didn't know existed. Now, thanks to the randomizer.
All right, Maria, are you ready?
Yes.
Here you go.
Wow. Sewage. That's what I'm looking at.
What you're looking at.
I don't know what else to say. I'm looking at a picture of sewage. There's a drainage pipe that is draining into a lake. Yep. It is a dark scene. It's a dark vibes. Okay, what else is going on here? There's rocks in the background that are being given a shower from above. Yeah. One is being showered in purple streams of water, the other in yellow streams of water. Yeah. I hope it's water. There's a skull of some animal in the foreground, and then there are two beasts drinking from this. They are going to have diarrhea.
They're going to have some kind of problem.
There is some kind of problem.
They might just end up as Skull.
Is this another land? You keep showing me lands. I feel like this is a land because it's mostly land looking. Okay, this is a land. It's called, Dark Pit Sewers or something like that. And it's... Dark Pit Sewers. But look at the purple and look at the yellow. So it has something to do with black and white mana. There's some kind of black and white mana situation happening. It's making it, it's obtaining it. It taps for either black or white mana in Dark Pit Sewers, but there's a cost, of course.
Okay.
Which that every... Why I keep making stupid lands that have really bad activations.
Yeah.
Taps for black. Tap it for black, tap it for white, it's fine. But you can tap it for black and white.
Oh.
1 land, 2 mana. One of my favorite YouTube videos. I'm sorry, I'm really delaying saying what this does.
Yeah, you really are. Like, what are you about to say? Because you have really danced around it for like 30 seconds.
If you tap it for black and white, if that so happens to you, your life total becomes half.
Wow.
Of what it is at the moment you tap it.
Oh my goodness.
So you can't do that too many times.
That's pretty brutal.
Because you've drank from the sewer and now you're sick.
And now you're sick.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Maria,
I feel like I got it on the nose.
This is called Noxious Field.
Well, that's not a field, first of all. That's the sewer.
A Noxious Field. It's an enchantment.
Oh, okay.
1 black, enchant land.
All right.
Enchanted land has tap. This land deals 1 damage to each creature and each player.
Holy cow, really?
Yeah.
Anytime you tap you can just do it?
Enchanted land has tap. This land deals 1 damage to each creature and each player. This is from Prophecy.
Prophecy. That's a very cool card.
Yeah.
I actually really like that. That's one of my favorites we've discovered in this segment.
It's pretty cool. The flavor text is cool. Ultimately, it became a 3-way battle. The land attacked both armies.
Wow. That's very neat.
It is pretty cool.
Well, my design, I guess that's a free one for you there, Wizards. I know you can't listen to that, but for the half chance you accidentally heard me say it, I think that's kind of cool. Do you think that's a big enough drawback that I just made for a card?
What? That it taps for 2 mana and halves your life total?
But it can also tap for white or black.
Oh, I think
that's probably too
it has
good
to
still.
like ETB tapped or something like that.
Yeah, it comes in tapped. It comes in tapped.
I think if it ETB tapped and taps for black or white, it doesn't have either land type.
No.
Then yeah, I think you're all right.
Then it's okay.
Yeah, I think so.
All right, somebody.
I mean, I'm sure someone's going to abuse it terribly.
Somebody go and break this land.
Until that happens, all right.
All right. All right, everyone, time to bring out our crystal ball and gaze into the future of Magic, the Gathering. Just kidding, there's no colon anymore. Did you know that?
Yeah.
A lot of people don't. They're still writing it with the colon. This is my public service announcement to you. If you're writing it with the colon, you can stop.
You can stop.
They took it out like 2 years ago.
Give your hand a little break.
We just don't need to put that in anymore.
No, it's kind of nice.
It's gone.
So yeah, first up,
I wish I could take out my colon.
First up, we're heading to Wilds of Eldraine. This is a really poop-centric episode
I didn't show myself that art in the sewer. Just sort of put that out there. Yeah.
Wilds of Eldraine is our first stop. This is coming out not that far into our future at this point.
Yes, they're starting
September 8th is when this set is out.
Later this month, we're going to have it kicked off officially.
Yeah.
So previews for this are starting, relatively
quite
soon.
Yes. So this time, we are not going to the courts of Eldraine, which we kind of focused on the last time we were there, right?
Yeah.
We saw all of the knights from the different kinds of courts. This time, of course, we are going to, the wilds.
What?
I know. There's tons of woods, right? Like there's so much happening. Specifically, during the Phyrexian invasion of Eldraine, it turns out, there was a curse called the Wicked Slumber that fell across all of Eldraine, and it luckily helped them because it lured the Phyrexians to sleep, right? And that's very, very good. But now, unfortunately, also the people of Eldraine have started to fall into the same deep slumber.
No, this is a Snow White situation.
Exactly, except instead of Snow Whiting one Snow White, you're Snow Whiting an entire plane of people.
Looks like I'm going to have to go in and make out with a bunch of randos. I knew there was a purpose I was born for.
The solution is for one valiant hero to go and kiss every single person on Eldraine.
On the mouth. Oh my god. Well, that's actually
They're all going to wake up and then everyone's going to have a case of mono.
Wait, did you kiss that one same person that I kissed?
Yes,
I thought it was special.
Did.
Sorry, no.
Anyways.
That's spooky.
Yes. So we have Talion, the Kindly Lord, and this is the new Fae ruler of all of Eldraine's Fae.
Ooh.
And also like kind of the mysterious protector of Eldraine's people. So this, like, Talion was one of the people, they and three witches created the Wicked Slumber.
It sounds like we're off to a bad foot with this Wicked Slumber situation.
Yeah, exactly. And obviously, if you're deep in a sleep, maybe you're also going to have some nightmares. Ashiok, for sure there.
Yay, Ashiok!
Ashiok running around, people having nightmares. Ashiok's like, I'm into it.
Hold on, I heard my name.
Hello.
Talion, this is a very cool card. Let's read the text of this card. It's a 3/4 for 2 blue-black. It's a fairy noble legendary creature with flying. As it enters the battlefield, choose a number between 1 and 10. Whenever an opponent casts a spell with mana value, power, or toughness equal to the chosen number, that player loses 2 life and you draw a card.
Pretty sick.
That card is awesome.
That's amazing.
I love this.
Me too.
It's a mini game.
Yeah.
You are playing a game within a game here. What number do you choose, you know?
Well.
Okay, say you're playing draft.
Am I playing draft?
Yeah. Okay, you pick your number, I'm gonna pick my number.
Ooh. Well, this is so hard because it's kind of set dependent, right?
It is, yeah. We'll reevaluate once we're in Eldraine.
All right, I have my number.
Okay, ready, set, 1, 2, 3.
3.
2. Okay, well, yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
I think 2 or 3 are likely to be the correct answer.
Exactly.
That's really, really neat.
But we'll see, right? I think that also eventually we know a little bit more about the format. It's like, oh, where is the sweet spot for cards in this format?
Exactly.
You'll probably end up choosing that sweet spot.
You get mana value, power, or toughness. So, like,
actually, yeah,
you could game it.
Oh man,
you could just say what is most likely the power and toughness. At least we will know that.
2 is a really good one. I think 3 is also pretty good.
I mean, this thing is 3.
4's pretty good.
All right, I'm interested. I'm interested.
I am very interested.
I gotta say, I think if this is, I mean, it's not a mechanic. There's no, no keyword, whatever. But I think it's very cool.
Same.
So big thumbs up to whatever is going on there with those mini games. What's Ashiok's deal?
All right, let's look at Ashiok, Wicked Manipulator.
Ooh, wow.
They're now a mono black planeswalker in this set.
Okay.
Good. Ashiok says goodbye to blue. I am not interested in the pursuit of knowledge. I am interested in nightmare.
Manipulation only.
Ashiok, their job is nightmare.
My job is nightmare.
3 black for a 5 loyalty Ashiok. If you would pay life while your library has at least that many cards in it, exile that many cards from the top of your library instead.
Wow.
+1, look at the top 2 cards of your library. Exile one of them and put the other into your hand.
Great.
-2, create 2 1/1 black nightmare creature tokens with, at the beginning of combat on your turn, if a card was put into exile this turn, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature.
Jeez.
Nice. -7, target player exiles the top X cards of their library, where X is the total mana value of cards you own in exile.
This card seems very good.
This card seems pretty sick, man.
I think all modes on this are good.
Like draw some cards.
Yep.
Make some nightmares.
Yep.
Mill your opponent to death.
Yeah, this is everything you want in a planeswalker.
Yeah.
Drawing cards, protecting itself, and having a sweet ultimate that just kills them.
Yeah.
This card seems very, very, very cool and extremely powerful.
Yeah. We also know some other characters that we're going to see.
Excellent.
We have Kellen, who's a Lord of the High Fae.
Oh, wow.
That's kind of all that we really know. And that also he's like, yeah, I'll help you end this wicked slumber.
Well, thanks, Kellen.
All right.
There's a picture.
What else is going on with Kellen? We don't know.
There's some art of Kellen holding a flaming sword?
Yeah, it's like a sword made of flame.
Of fire.
And then a whip also made of flame.
Very cool.
Kellen is the Indiana Jones of fire.
Kellen looks pretty neat. All right, so that's Kellen.
He looks like he's having a great time. We also know that Will and Rowan are going to be here.
Great. I love them.
So, like, they lost their parents.
Yeah.
Rest in peace.
R.I.P. That was a card. That was a card.
Exactly. They don't have their sparks anymore. right? Because we saw that happened to some planeswalkers were desparked.
Sad.
So they're trying to just keep their kingdom together.
This picture of Will on a horse that they released is very epic.
Yes.
And I have to say, I love Will's glowing crown.
Yeah.
And I hope that Billy Boyd is back for the arena voice lines.
We all hope Billy Boyd is back for the arena voice lines. I also really love that in this, like, Will and Rowan, right? We were introducing them as kids.
Yeah.
You're
right.
They are not kids anymore.
They look like they're living through their chaotic 20s.
Exactly. They look like they are having some emotional tens and that they are worried about some things that they don't need to be worried about.
We roasted specifically Will and Rowan earlier in this episode.
And of course, we have... Maria, I love this card so much.
It's really good.
Tough Cookie. Tough Cookie. He Cookie.
Sir Ginger's back.
Sir Ginger. 1 and a green for a 2/2 artifact creature food golem. When it enters the battlefield, create a food token. 2 and a green, target non-creature artifact you control becomes a 4/4 artifact creature until end of turn. 2 tap, sacrifice Tough Cookie, you gain 3 life. I am so... You know what? Like,
I thought he was dead.
Tough Cookie got buff.
So
he got tougher.
Last time we saw this cookie, he was being eaten by Garrick.
Yeah.
I feel like he ate him in the trailer. I can't remember. He was done.
Well, maybe it wasn't this cookie that was eaten, Maria. There's more than one cookie on Eldraine.
This is definitely that cookie.
What? How do you know this was that cookie?
Because look at him. He's like back and he's like, he is PO'd.
I think that he's PO'd about Phyrexians because he has 2 legs, neither of which is attached by icing. I'm just doing...
We need to get to the bottom of this.
Maria, I'm just doing my deduction work here if this is the same cookie, and I say it is not the same cookie.
I assume this is the same cookie.
Cookie died.
We did... That cookie did seem like it was dead. And then we've seen in key art Tough Cookie or Cookie, Dead Cookie's girlfriend, riding a horse. Oh, Cookie horse.
Well, that's all she is to you is the Dead Cookie's girlfriend.
Well, what's her name then? What's her name?
I don't know.
Chocolate chip. No, she's obviously a gingerbread cookie.
A Lady Snap.
Lady Snap. Okay, Lady Snap.
What Ginger Snap is Sir Ginger and Lady Snap.
And Lady Snap.
Okay.
We've seen art of her like riding around on her little gingerbread horse, looking extremely mad. So that's why I assumed Tough Cookie was him. Like somehow he was risen from the grave like Christ, and Lady Snap is back, and they're avenging, and they're gonna go kill Garrick.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
That was what my brain went to.
Well, maybe that's a different side story. Maybe that cookie is alive somewhere.
I don't know. I mean, anyway, we really need to know. Do you know if Tough Cookie...
Do you know which cookie is the cookie? I think the cookie from the trailer died.
Well, look, it refers to him as the beloved Sir Ginger. So, like...
Well, that's because he was around the first time.
Yeah, but he wasn't the one who died the first time?
Maria, there's more than one cookie on Eldraine. I don't know what else to say.
If you know the answer to this, please let us know with the hashtag GingerSnap. Thank you.
We've also seen some really cool art.
Yeah, we have.
I just love it so much. That we don't know the cards for yet. But of course, we've seen like the Sleeping Beauty-esque queen.
Yes.
Who's holding like this gorgeous crystal apple, and then like in her reflective cape back, you can see her like crone form.
This art is unbelievable.
This art is amazing. It's so good.
By Magali Villeneuve. I love it.
Of course it is.
Yeah.
Magali, all bangers all the time. We have what looks like
Little Red Riding Hood.
But she look fierce.
There's nothing little about this Red Riding Hood.
You don't want to cross this. This Riding Hood.
She has a crossbow. Honestly,
yes, exactly. Like it looks like some of her cape is like fringed in daggers.
Sick. Don't mess with anybody with a crossbow. I'll just put that out there.
Exactly.
We also have art of a giant bunt cake, which has come alive.
Maria,
and has
this
a
bunt
mouth
cake
hole.
is my favorite thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
What about Bill the Pony?
Oh, Bill the Pony is second to an anthropomorphic. Okay, no, that's not. It's because I'm not looking at Bill the Pony right now. If you showed me a photo of Bill the Pony, I would take all of this back. But I mean, like, look at this. Should I make us this bundt cake for when this set comes out?
Oh, that'd be so great. It looks really good.
It does look good. I mean, it's gonna... I don't know how I feel about the gummy worms coming out of it.
Well, you know, you got to do it, though. That's
I know. And I'll get, like, is this
cherries.
like some sugar shards? To
Sugar
make its little
shards
teeth?
to make its teeth.
All right. Maraschino cherries.
Yep.
And then, like, white icing.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll do this.
The problem with bundt cake is they're really fun to make because you got to put them in a little mold.
Yeah.
But then the icing part is so hard because you can't put normal frosting on them because otherwise then you don't see any of the cool mold you made.
I know.
So you have to make the drippy kind of icing.
You have to make the drippy kind. Well, this one is covered in drippy kind.
I think it's great. I look forward to it. We also saw some more cards which were previewed that let us know that a beloved mechanic is returning, which is Adventure.
Yes. I mean, of course. I think there would have been a lot of angry letters.
Oh, yes.
Absolutely. And by letters, I obviously mean posts on the internet if they had gone back to Eldraine and not had Adventure.
Yeah.
We see Cruel Somnophage, which also... That's a sick name.
It's a great name.
1 and a black for a star creature nightmare. It says its power and toughness are each equal to the number of creature cards in all graveyards. But of course, it has an adventure on it, which is Can't Wake Up. 1 and a blue for a sorcery adventure. Target player mills 4 cards.
I love it.
So if you cast that sorcery, then you put this card into exile, and you can cast the creature from exile.
This is beautiful. This card is really, really, really cool. It's a rare.
The art is very cool.
Is unreal. We've got to see both versions of the art of this card, the storybook frame and the normal frame. So storybook frames are thankfully returning because I loved those from the original Eldraine. But this card just looks BA.
Yeah. There's also like some really cool like the alternate promo art for Ashiok is amazing.
Yes.
And then we've also saw, this is a card, Maria.
Oh, yeah.
One of the biggest cards that people have been talking about. This is a card, the White Craterhoof, ? Moonshaker Cavalry, 5 white for a 6/6 creature Spirit Knight with flying. When it enters the battlefield, creatures you control gain flying and get +X until end of turn, where X is the number of creatures you control.
Unbelievable.
Thoughts?
This is a better Craterhoof.
Wow, you think flying is better
than Trample?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, okay.
I think it is.
Wow. Yeah. I mean, it sure is a big deal.
This card is incredible.
Yeah.
It costs 8 mana, so you're going to need that land I invented earlier to help you cast this. But that's okay, you win the game.
Also, there's an alternate textless full art promo for it that is so beautiful.
This is one of the most beautiful Magic cards I've ever seen.
It is. I can't even quite describe exactly how gorgeous I think this art is, but there's like this dark curved horizon and all these shadowy clouds, and then the cavalry ride these glowing golden horses and all their banners.
It's
riding
beautiful.
Across it. It's really beautiful.
Speaking of cool art coming with this Wilds of Eldraine set, they're also going to do something special, which is they're going to have a special, what do I want to say, sheet, an extra sheet of cards that are going to be included in boosters.
So this is like the Mystical Archive, essentially. Or like the retro artifacts, except that, of course, they're doing enchantments with this one.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
So these are going to be enchantments from the past, from Magic's past. They're not going to be standard playable, or legal, I should say.
There will be the cards, there will be one of these in every booster. Wow. In every kind of booster.
Every kind of booster.
Draft booster, set booster, collector booster.
Ooh, excellent.
Will all have one of these, like Strixhaven did.
So they're famous enchantments from the past, done in a really cool storybook art style, which I am a huge fan of. They look absolutely gorgeous. And they're playing the hits.
Yeah, it's really cool, right? Smothering Tithe, Curiosity, Rhystic Study. Of course,
gorgeous.
An iconic one. It's so cute. This Doubling Season, an iconic card.
Oh yeah.
And it's the Hydra Goose.
It's Hydra Goose.
It's so cute. I love it. And also, you should be terrified of a Hydra Goose.
Absolutely.
And if you don't have personal
goose history,
one-on-one experience with geese, let us tell you, they are frightening, and you should be afraid of them.
You know what? Those people who like their 20s, the difference is they never had a goose experience in their 20s.
The other day, this was a couple of weeks ago, but I had walked to the lake and was waiting for my friend to also walk to the lake, and I was just sitting there, and there's this bike path. People are just, there's this couple like biking on their bikes, not very fast, and there's a goose on the bike path in front of them. And the goose just stands there as they bike slowly towards them. They bike towards the goose. It just stands there and honks at them.
It does not move.
Honks at them. And then they're still like 6 feet away.
Run that goose over.
flies into them.
Oh my God.
It flew into the cyclist.
It attacked.
So be terrified, but this Hydra Goose is so cute.
Did they like scream and like fall off their bikes?
They screamed and swerved.
Oh my God, I would be so scared.
You should be. It was terrifying just to witness.
I was dive bombed by a red-winged blackbird more than 15 years ago, and I can still feel the spot where it hit me on my head.
Oh my God.
They don't mess around.
Yeah. Anyways, doubling season. Hydra Goose, so cute.
They also Prismatic Omen. Yeah. I just want to say that this enchantment is beautiful. It has
so good.
A beautiful rainbow over a forest. I'm gushing. This is
amazing.
Great.
Yeah.
I love it.
This art is like, I mean, the Mystical Archive art was also amazing. This art, also amazing. So good.
We've also seen some art for the packaging for this set. We know that there's going to be some commander decks that go along with this set as well.
Here she is. Here's Lady Snap.
That's what I'm saying there. And doesn't she look like she wants revenge?
She does.
But so does that. Sir Ginger also looks like he wants revenge.
No, I think that Sir Ginger
is her new flame.
Is her new flame. I think Sir Ginger is not a revenge cookie. Sir Ginger is like a classic knight who also a cookie. Sir Ginger is a knight doing like noble knightly things, and Lady Snap is all about revenge.
I'm so confused about this cookie situation.
Look, we don't need the Wilds of Eldraine story. We need specifically the cookie lore.
This is what I want.
Of Wilds of Eldraine.
The cookie lore.
Cookie lore, please.
So commander decks that they've announced are Fey Dominion in blue and black and Virtue and Valor in green and white as two precons released with this set. The set symbol is a book, like Strixhaven, kind of.
Yeah.
And like you mentioned, it's coming out very soon.
Yeah.
September 8th is the launch.
Story starts today.
Today is the first day
Hopefully
of story.
It begins with a preamble that explains the cookie,
the cookie situation.
Lore. We all need to know.
And previews begin
August 15th.
August 15th, yeah. So
the pre-release with Loading Ready Run will be August 26th.
Is August 15th next week, or did I just make that up?
What? No, it's like 3 weeks away.
No, it's not. It's August
26th?
No, the 15th.
Oh, the 15th is next week.
Okay, yeah, it's next week.
Yeah.
So previews next week. We're gonna have a preview card.
Yeah, we
FYI,
are.
So just keep your ears peeled to our show. I'm really sorry I said ears peeled.
Me too.
Whoa. But anyway, this set looks really, really cool. I'm glad we're going back to Eldraine so soon.
Yeah.
I'm glad that, Wizards was skeptical of this set for many, many years. It could never get made. And then Mark Rosewater kept pushing. They finally made it, and it was a huge hit.
Yeah.
So I'm here for
we
it.
Go.
So let's move on from Wilds of Eldraine to Doctor Who.
Yeah, we got to see a bunch of cards from the Doctor Who Universes Beyond Commander decks that are coming out this fall.
Yes.
So this is, again, a Universes Beyond that is specifically Commander.
Yeah.
And there's, you know what? If you're a Doctor Who person, you're going to get some stuff that really tickles your fancy.
This comes out on October 13th with launch party events the 13th through the 15th. And previews are going to start at the beginning of October, starting on the 3rd.
Yeah.
So that's your timeline.
Let's talk about just some of the most flavorful cards.
Sure. Yeah.
That we saw.
I'm going to see how many commander decks do we have here that are being released. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think. Yep. 4 commander decks with this set. Okay. Continue.
I think one of the ones that caught a ton of people's attention was River Song, just because
this card is incredible.
The mechanics on it are so freaking cool. 1 blue-red for a 2/2 legendary creature, human Time Lord Rogue.
Great.
Meet in reverse. You draw cards from the bottom of your library rather than the top.
I love it.
And spoilers, whenever an opponent scries, surveils, or searches their library, put a +1/+1 counter on River Song. Then River Song deals damage to that player equal to its power.
So if you're a fan of Doctor Who or River Song, this card is just so incredibly wonderfully fitting with that character that I saw this and I just immediately was like, this is absolutely perfect. It makes me want to play her in a deck. It inspires me. It's so cool drawing from the bottom of your deck, even though it's functionally the same friggin' thing. I don't care. It's very, very, very neat.
It's very, very neat.
And then you can also do some shenanigans, I'm sure, with her with what you're putting on the bottom of your deck and then drawing with River Song. So here for it. We have to talk about the iconic card of Doctor Who, which is the TARDIS.
Yes.
So it's a artifact vehicle, as it should be, for 2 mana with flying. Whenever TARDIS attacks, if you control a Time Lord, the next spell you cast this turn has Cascade, and you may Planeswalk. Has crew cost of 2 for a 2/4.
Nice. And we know that there are some planes that we're getting with these decks.
Absolutely.
Things like TARDIS Bay.
Great.
Which says the first spell you cast during each of your turns with mana value 2 or greater has Cascade.
Beautiful.
Pretty great.
There's Bad Wolf Bay, which, is a nod to the Tenant version series of Doctor Who, which is Earth. At the beginning of combat on your turn, exile up to 1 target creature, return it to the battlefield under its owner's control at the beginning of the next step. And when chaos ensues, cards can't enter the battlefield from exile this turn, then planeswalk. So, I mean, planeswalking and doing this cool planar, what are these called? planar stuff? What are they?
Plane chase.
Plane chase. Doing this cool plane chase stuff makes so much sense.
Planar stuff.
In a Doctor Who set.
Yeah, it really does. It's very, very cool. And very flavorful. We also are getting like some really cool showcase cards with this set.
Yeah, they're beautiful.
Yes, they're great. They're very, they're like 2-dimensional, like very. What am I like?
2-dimensional.
They're flat, but
all magic cards are flat.
Maria, the art style.
The art style is very 2D.
That's what I just said, and you acted like I was saying something crazy.
I was thinking you were talking about the cards themselves.
No, I'm talking about the art style. What do you mean I'm talking about the cards themselves?
In real life, they aren't, because they have thickness. Anyway, yeah, 2-dimensional, sure. I don't know how else to describe it.
They're just great. I really like them.
They're beautiful.
They're very cool.
Let's talk about the 10th Doctor, shall we?
Yes.
So the 10th Doctor is 3 blue-red for 3/5. With this mythic Time Lord Doctor creature type. Alonzi, whenever you attack, exile cards from the top of your library until you exile a non-land card. Put 3 time counters on it. If it doesn't have suspend, it gains suspend.
Nice.
I think that's very cool.
Pretty cool.
And then timey-wimey, you pay 7, time travel 3 times, activate only as a sorcery.
And time travel means for each suspended card you own and each permanent you control with a time counter on it, you may add or remove a time counter, then do it 2 more times.
Oh, jeez.
So pretty cool. You could just unsuspend things for mana.
That is very, very neat.
Yes.
And I like that ability of giving things suspend that didn't have it before.
Of course, we have some iconic cards like Exterminate.
Oh, it's gotta be here.
It has to be.
Yes.
2 and a black. Destroy target creature. Its controller loses 3 life. And it has Replicate. Tap an untapped Dalek you control. When you cast this spell, copy it for each time you paid its Replicate cost. You may choose new targets for the copies. So that's pretty spicy.
These cards and the care that and time that has been put in to this Doctor Who set is undeniable. We've got all of our heroes and our favorite people. We've got Rose Tyler as a card. Sarah Jane Smith has a card. We also have our favorite enemies like Davros, the Dalek creator, is in this set as well. I just think they've knocked it out of the park. We haven't even seen everything, and I'm just like, this is incredible.
Yeah.
So that's our first look at Doctor Who, the Commander decks, coming up this October. Cool. All right, let's move on to our last new thing of 2023.
Ooh, so much new.
So much thing,
So much thing.
Which is the Lost Caverns of Ixalan. Let me ask you this. How are you feeling about going back to Ixalan?
I'm excited.
I don't believe you.
Okay, I'm not as excited as other places.
To say that.
How do you feel about going back to Ixalan?
Well, I loved Ixalan because of the vampire sub-theme that was in Ixalan. However, I will say this. We know that Ixalan, this set of Ixalan, is not going to be as typal as our previous visit to Ixalan. So that tempers my excitement a little bit because I really, really liked all the new cool vampires we got at last Ixalan. And this time, I don't know if that's going to be the case or whatever, but I think the setting looks very cool.
Yes, it does. And We know that kind of like there were the Transformers Universes Beyond
in
cards
the Brothers War
that were in the Brothers War packs. We are going to have Jurassic Park Universes Beyond cards in Lost Caverns of Ixalan, which is pretty sick.
It makes sense.
That's a good crossover.
It makes sense. They're going to be in set and collector boosters, so you may or may not see them if you're just a drafter or whatever.
Yeah.
But they're a fun way to explore another IP within the world that's kind of adjacent. And if there's not a card called Clever Girl, I don't know what I'm going to do. What do you think Clever Girl does? I have a guess.
Wow. Okay. Well, I think that it is I'm just going to make it a 4/2 for 2 and a green with flash.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
And maybe it does something like maybe you can have it fight a creature when it ETBs.
Yeah.
There we
like
go.
That.
That's what
you've designed.
I said what I said.
Okay, so we're going back to Ixalan, everybody. This is our second time going to Ixalan since Ixalan and Rivals of Ixalan. On our previous visit to the plane, Jace was there, landed on Ixalan after the Gatewatch's defeat on Amonkhet. Mm-hmm. That's where he met Vraska.
Yeah.
And they have their, love at first sight. I don't know if it was, but whatever. They have their cute little Jace-Vraska relationship starting on Ixalan, everybody. And the first time we visited Ixalan is all about the lost city of Orazca that hid the power of the immortal sun, trying to find it. And the abilities like Ascend that were in that set were all about, are you finding the lost city or whatever?
Which was also keeping, right, there was like you couldn't planeswalk out of Ixalan.
That's right.
We met Angrath, who was just
a mad dad.
Who was just a literal mad dad. Mad he couldn't leave to go see his kids.
Yep, so cute. So as we go back, much like with Eldraine, we arrived just after the Phyrexians messed everything up, but they were defeated.
Yes.
So a lot has changed since they were there. But now people are, we're not caring about the lost city anymore.
No.
Now everyone is racing towards the center of the earth for a new resource called Cosmium.
Oh, interesting.
You know about this? You heard about this stuff?
No, I haven't heard about Cosmium. You doing Cosmium?
Reminds me of Avatar. Whatever.
Yeah, so we also know, right, like, as you said, they're racing towards the center of the earth.
But is it a center? I mean, it is, but...
Yes, because it turns out that Ixalan is hollow on the
inside.
And there's something called the core in the middle, which is like a sun for the inner world, essentially.
That's so cool.
Isn't it cool?
And there's going to be a new group that we're going to meet inhabiting the center of Ixalan, using the magic of the inner sun to expand their power. Huatli is back as a legendary creature, so not as a planeswalker, potentially desparked, I would guess.
Yeah.
But we don't know for sure. So she's rallying her own faction to battle at the core.
And it turns out there are gods on this plane.
Sick.
We have discovered them. We see the art of this one is so cool. Ixalan?
I don't know how to say it.
We're going to have to learn how to say that.
Yeah.
Deepest Might.
This art is great.
It's so cool.
This is a god with a skull head.
And a dinosaur arm.
And a dinosaur arm.
He has a dinosaur arm.
And lion legs.
Very cool.
And a golden neck situation.
Yes. So they say his design draws inspiration from the many Mesoamerican gods that have shape-shifting stories.
Oh, that's very cool.
Yes.
Another god we know of so far is Ojer Kaslam, and she is beautiful, and I really have never truly felt the force of wanting to cosplay a Magic character until I saw this character, because she is focused on butterflies. Her beautiful outfit is a bunch of butterflies embodying wisdom. There's a snake in the art, and grandmother energy.
I mean, it's really gorgeous. This is someone who knows that the older you get, the better it gets.
Absolutely.
She embodies that.
Absolutely. That outfit is a 10 out of 10.
It's really incredible.
We don't know what mechanics are going to be there, everybody, but I think I speak for all of us when I say explore.
Yeah. I really hope that Explorer is here again. Explorer was a great mechanic.
I don't see it.
Really
I don't see a
it.
universe in which they don't bring back Explorer. Everybody loved it.
Yeah. It was so cool.
So if you didn't play with Explorer, it was wonderful and flexible and had all upside.
It was really helpful. Yeah, it was a very good mechanic.
It's on creatures and allows players to reveal the top card of their library. If it's a land, you can put it in your hand. Otherwise, you put a +1/+1 counter on the creature. Boom. Very simple, very straightforward.
All right.
But highly effective. So that's what we've seen from Lost Caverns of Ixalan so far, everybody.
Very cool.
This comes out in November of this year. So we've got October, we've got Doctor Who. November, we have Lost Caverns of Ixalan. So very excited for just basically everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Very cool.
Yeah.
I like you said, these two last pieces of art in here are amazing.
What of 2023 are you most looking forward to? The remainder of, I should say.
Wow, that's pretty tough because this all looks cool. I think I'm going to have to go with Wilds of Eldraine.
Wilds, yeah.
It just like some of that art just looks so cool. I cannot wait to see the cards, right? Like that Snow White art makes me just so excited to know what is the card that goes with like this amazing piece of art.
Yeah, I agree.
What is the true lore behind the cookies? Are you looking it up?
I'm looking up the cookie lore. Yes, that's what I'm doing. Sir Ginger is a gingerbread woman, also known as the mother of cookies. Oh my God, this goes deep. The sole survivor, of the boiling cauldron and the last of her batch. She rides a gingerbread horse named Cinnamon.
Oh.
So it did say in this sole survivor. So that makes me think her boyfriend dead.
He dead.
Sir Ginger awoke on a baking pan in the Castle Ardenvale kitchen, connected to a gingerbread man. It was very cute. As the planeswalker Garrick broke in and began causing destruction. As they both attempted to escape, they were doused in milk from a broken jug and nearly fell into a cauldron of boiling oil. The gingerbread man attempted to pull her to safety, but before she could climb up, they were separated by Garrick's axe, causing her to fall into the cauldron. She survived, however, and emerged only to witness the gingerbread man being eaten by Garrick, enraging her.
Oh, so Garrick didn't just bite off Garrick ate a whole cookie.
Garrick ate all of him.
Yes.
and she is Sir Ginger.
Okay.
That's what they're, because Sir Ginger.
At least that's what this one MTG fandom page says.
Well, I am inclined to believe. I've never been led astray by this site before.
Yeah. Well, look, now we're both getting served the same ad for the same shoes.
Everybody, Meghan found shoes in Barcelona that she loved.
Really good.
And I don't know how, but the internet knew that you saw them.
Yeah.
And now we both get ads for them.
We both get ads for them.
I'm going to go look at this little angry cookie card again.
Okay.
Where did it go? Where did it go? No, I'm looking at the wrong thing here. Wrong thing. This thing. Okay. Because this card they mentioned Sir Ginger, but she doesn't have the same hair.
Yeah, no, this isn't the cookie from the story.
Did she just shave off her hair?
Maybe.
Because it says, of course, we couldn't return to Eldraine without the beloved Sir Ginger, along with Tough Cookie.
Wow, we could have solved a lot
just by reading.
Okay, our bad.
But I like...
Wow, had we read that one sentence, none of that debate would have happened.
I do like the idea that this is Sir Ginger who just going totally rogue, shaving her head.
Shaved her head.
And just putting all these candy cane weapons on her back, and she's like, Garrick, I'm coming for you.
Yeah, I think that she is. Do you know what? Now that she could go other places, she can follow Garrick around.
And also, I gotta ask, we're talking about this cookie that got eaten as her boyfriend, but if you're born at the same time of somebody connected to them, aren't they just your twin?
Wow.
Isn't that cookie her brother?
Is that cookie her brother?
I don't know. Well, gosh, there's still so many questions.
Well, it might have been her cookie brother.
Here in the Cookieverse.
Yeah. Well, if she wants to date another cookie, we know that every other cookie that she was related to is dead.
That makes her 23andMe journey very sad. But her dating life a lot easier to navigate in a world of cookies.
Do you think that her 23andMe shows her as being related to dishes that have ginger in them?
I thought you could say just any other dessert that was baked on that sheet.
Oh, or that. Or there's she has flour in her. Do you think she swipes her cheek and they're like, oh, you're related to this bundt cake.
You're related to this bread we baked yesterday.
Exactly. Anyways.
So I guess what we're saying is we want more cookie lore.
Yes.
And if you're not going to write it, Wizards, we're going to write our own Sir Ginger /fiction, and you're going to be sorry.
Which is just going to be about Sir Ginger, her 23andMe journey.
Well, everybody, that's this episode of Good Luck High Five.
It sure is.
Thank you so much for hanging out with us. Big props to everybody who didn't scream at whatever they're listening to if you knew the Sir Ginger story.
If you knew what was happening.
And we figured it out, though.
Yep.
We got there.
Thank you once again to Zach, Michael, Kenneth, and Cole for keeping this show happening on the air.
If you want to be like our heroes of this episode, you can be for next episode. Patreon.com/GLHF Magic. Come join the fam.
We're always looking out for a hero.
Big ups to Card Kingdom as well for being an awesome place to get anything you want in your magical life.
Yep.
And coming up on next episode, everything we didn't touch upon for the future coming up 2025 and 2026, 2024 as well.
So much speculation.
A lot of stuff, including 2 sets, which I am more hyped for than I've ever been for a Magic set.
Wow. Find out what they are
Now,
next week.
If that's not a teaser, I don't know what is.